everyone!
We previously reacted to the top 10 or 15 places to visit in Germany, and we were flabbergasted by the castle. And you guys, I remember you said, oh, it's normal for us there. But I'm like, hey, I'm Canadian, Suji is Thai, we have never seen castle in our life. We have never been to Europe, so castle to us, it's outstanding. That's why we're going to react to the best castle in Germany today. But first, I need to talk to you about our Buy Me a Coffee and channel membership. All the money that we make on this channel, all the donation go toward our 12 rescue dogs, one of which is diabetic. So that's why we do YouTube. So thank you so much for your support, and let's go. Let's get started.
Let's go!
Hi there, welcome to Lux Attic.
Wow.
Today we'd like to show you the 15 most beautiful castles in Germany. With over 2,000 years of rich history, Germany is home to some of the most beautiful castles in the entire world, a country with more than 20,000 palaces, forts and manors, just waiting to be discovered. Whether you're a history buff, just appreciate beautiful architecture, or you're into photography,
You cannot
then
attack a
castle
castle
visits
like this.
must be on your bucket list. If you're not
Like
sure
you get
which
shoot by
places
the
you
arrow.
should visit first, we've made a list with the 15 most beautiful castles in Germany.
Wow.
Number 15. Glücksburg Castle. One of the most important Renaissance castles in Northern Europe, the superb Glücksburg Castle sits on the Flensburg Fjord, in the town of Glücksburg. It was built on an old monastery site, which
it's
housed
on the
many dukes
water.
and nobility, since the middle of the 16th century. Since it's very close to the Danish border, this castle was also used by many Danish kings throughout history. Owned by a foundation headed by Christoph, Prince of Schleswig-Holstein, it now operates as a museum, which is open to the
Oh, a
public.
museum. I was
If
gonna
you
say why
happen to
people
be in
don't
the
retire in
vicinity,
that area.
it's
you know?
definitely worth a day trip, especially when their gardens are open. Number 14.
Whoa.
Burg Altena. The imposing Altena Castle is located in the small town of Altena, a 40-minute drive from Dortmund. Built in the 12th century on the Klusenberg Hill, this medieval castle was owned by the Counts of Berg. The House of Berg eventually abandoned it. The castle was even used as a courthouse and prison at one point in time,
Oh, I was
and in
gonna say it's dark,
1914
huh?
Richard Skierman turned it into a youth hostel, which is still operating today.
Oh, you
The
can go
hostel
there.
is
It's like
located on
it's
the
an
lower
hostel.
castle courtyard, while the rest of the rooms have been turned into a museum.
Oh,
Number 13. Wartburg Castle.
Wartburg.
This charming hilltop castle, located in the town of Eisenach, in central Germany, was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1999.
Ooh.
Over 1,000 years of Germany's rich history can be still noticed today, as some
Wow,
of its
they did not-
original structures from the 12th
Yeah.
and 15th centuries have been beautifully preserved. The interiors were restructured in the 19th century,
Oh,
turning
it
the
was
Wartburg
moved
Castle
there,
into a
there.
must-see attraction. 12. Lowenberg Castle.
Oh my god!
A late 18th century castle of lions, the Lowenberg Castle is a medieval castle which was purposely built as a fortress. Sitting in the Berg Park Wilhelmshöhe, near the town of Kassel, the
Damn.
Grimm brothers' charming city, this castle is also a must-see. From the ruins that have been beautifully
Yeah, you
preserved,
see, back in the day, right? I mean, there was no plane, so you have to climb to go, like, watch for the enemy, like, inside, or you have to find your way, but the huge door that you cannot open, so this was like a fortress. You cannot, like, invade it with the material and
this
everything.
castle is also a must-see. From the ruins that have been beautifully preserved, to its Baroque-style interiors, the armory, and the neo-Gothic chapel, not to mention the splendid outdoors, this castle offers lots to see.
Oh, the wall already
Number
collapsed.
11. Schönberg Castle.
Schönberg.
Today, the Schönberg Castle is a fancy hotel restaurant, located in the
Oh.
UNESCO World Heritage
I was gonna
Site,
say, why
above
some
the
is
medieval
red?
town of Obersel. Perfect for foodies, the menu is delectable, and the breathtaking views of the Engeholer Valley make it a culinary experience of its own.
I'm
The
always
building itself has
imagining,
quite a
like,
special history.
when I'm looking at this, I'm always imagining if there's a fight, like people coming from the boat and then people with the arrow. I'm kind of imagining a
Yeah.
fight in my head, like
As
what
well.
does it look like?
It was first built in the early 900s,
Maybe there's a video
and it was
about that, I
destroyed
don't
in
know.
1689, during the War of the Grand Alliance by French soldiers. It remained in ruins for roughly 200 years, when a
Whoa.
German-American family restored it. The town council eventually took ownership, and since 1957 it is leased to the Hulp family. Number 10. The Mespelbrunn Castle. About an hour drive from Frankfurt, this late medieval, early Renaissance castle, is a photographer's dream. The area around the superb Mespelbrunn Castle is surrounded by woods, and the castle sits right on a picturesque lake. As of today, the family of the Counts of Ingelheim are the owners of this magical castle, and still live on site. Who wouldn't want that? Number 9. Strandberg Castle. This late 19th century private villa, situated about 20 minutes from the city of Bonn,
Wow,
and
that
40
looks like a
minutes from
figurine
Cologne,
almost.
has a very interesting history. If you believe in dragon tales, this one
Oh.
will surely capture your attention. Siegfried, hero of Nibelungenlied, apparently slayed the dragon Fafnir on those hills, and bathed in his blood to become invulnerable. Today, the castle is fully restored and open to the public on the weekends. Its architecture is unique, and even though it's not as big as other castles
Yeah,
in this
it's so
list,
tiny.
it deserves to be ranked as one of the most famous castles in
I don't
Germany.
like that woman.
Why?
Next
I'm
up,
sorry,
number
but-
8, one of the most
Why?
famous.
Don't like that woman
No.
at the top right? Why?
I mean, like, this looks scary, right? It's
Yeah.
always in the horror movie
Oh, really?
every time.
Okay.
And it's like she's looking down on you
Oh,
from the sky. It's scary.
okay.
Famous castles in Germany. Next up, number 8. The Hohenschwangau Castle. The mighty Hohenschwangau Castle is not only one of the most
This looks
beautiful
like
castles
summer.
on this list, but its
It looks like
surrounding
Lego,
area is
how
truly
it's made.
breathtaking as well. This castle is situated in the county of Ostalgäu, in southwestern Bavaria, very close to the Austrian border.
Bavaria.
The great King
South
Ludwig
Germany.
II of Bavaria lived in this palace in the late 19th century. His father, King Maximilian II, rebuilt and redecorated the castle in a stunning Gothic revival style, which is still preserved today. Number 7. The famed Heidelberg Castle.
Wow.
What makes this
looks like
castle
it's
so
been through a
popular with
lot.
tourists? The Heidelberg
Wow.
Castle was built in the early 1200s,
The walls
but
are
was
good.
struck by lightning in 1537, and never fully recovered.
Struck by lightning.
It still sits on partial
Oh.
ruins, even though the castle was expanded by 1,650. In 1764 another lightning bolt destroyed some of the rebuilt sections.
Again?
If you're interested in guided tours of the courtyard, the terrace, and its surroundings, it is recommended you book your visit in advance, as this is
It's
one
like
of the
a
most
jail
popular
almost
palaces
now.
to visit in Germany. Number 6. Reichsburg or the Kokum Castle.
Whoa.
This imperial castle thrones over the Mosel River Valley, right above the colorful town of Kokum, and it's one of the largest medieval castles in the area. If you want that picture-perfect photo, and a
Wow.
unique cultural experience, this is the site you
I
may
mean,
want to visit.
it's the location. They are always at the perfect location, and you have the perfect view. And people who made that
You
really
can
thought
see
it.
everything.
Yeah.
During the summer, there are lots of events here, which immerse the visitors into the medieval life at the castle, but at Christmas there's a special Kokum Castle Christmas, with traditional preparations and festivities. 5. The Schwerin
Ooh.
Castle.
Wow.
Since 1857, the extraordinary Schwerin Castle is state-owned, but before that it housed dukes and the Grand Dukes of Mecklenburg. It is an old castle which dates back to the early 900s, but more records can be found
They
from
should
the
make
1800s
some
on.
of them are like this. They should make an university with all the classrooms. Should rebuild the inside. It's funny in Canada. Some of our university look a little bit like this, with all the window and the big tower and.
Throughout the centuries this castle went through many updates, and only parts of the building, dating back to the 16th and 17th centuries, were retained. This beautiful piece of architecture is surrounded by lakes and forests, in the northern part of Germany. Number 4. The charming Liechtenstein Castle.
Oh.
This spectacular Gothic revival castle is another privately owned castle, located in southern Germany, about an
This
hour
one is-
drive from Stuttgart.
Look where it is. It's crazy.
The unique history of the superb Liechtenstein
a rock,
castle
on a
dates back
rock.
to the years 1100. It was destroyed at least twice, and rebuilt in the 14th century, about 500 meters from the original ruins. It had a few different owners throughout the centuries, and went through countless restorations. Its rich history and its picturesque setting is probably the reason why it is one of the most popular castles in Germany. Number 3. The mighty Hohenzollern Castle.
Jesus
Another
Christ.
privately owned castle, the Hohenzollern Castle is the ancestral seat of the Imperial House of Hohenzollern,
Okay, but look
sitting
at the
pretty on
design.
top of Mount Hohenzollern, about an hour southwest of
Okay,
Stuttgart.
Wow.
it's not the same during the summer, but.
It was originally built in the 11th century, and it also went through several updates and restorations, as the years went by. The last one dates back to 1867, when architect
God.
Friedrich August Stuhler got his inspiration from the English Gothic Revival architecture, and the Chateau of the Loire Valley.
It finished
The
all
castle
the
is a
season.
must-see, not only for its incredible architecture, but also for the panoramic views it offers. Number 2. The picturesque Burg Eltz.
Burg
Burg Eltz is probably the world's most beautiful Ganerbenberg, a castle which belongs to several heirs and descendants of the Eltz family. This stunning hill castle is very well preserved, A statement of the gorgeous Romanesque and
Why?
Baroque architecture.
Every time that he said that, like, oh, it's owned by like a rich family or it's owned by this, why are you not allowed as the country to like take ownership of those castles to make it like just like that money that goes to the government instead of going to be privatized? Because they are like world heritage and they should not be owned by people at this point. Originally, that was not the point of the castle, was something else, but now we are in 2024, the castle have a completely different meaning. So why are they still privately owned? I don't know. It's just my socialist thought at play here.
2/3 of the castle are open to the public, and the third is being used by a branch of the family as their private residence. It is a grandiose palace, hidden in a forest, that's definitely worthy of a visit. Finally, we're at number 1.
This one.
The Neuschwanstein
This one
Castle,
is insane.
probably the world's most famous castle.
It's
This
in
idyllic
everything.
19th century Romanesque revival
It's
palace
so
is situated
high.
near Khaosan, in the southwestern part
I
of
look at that.
Bulgaria,
It's,
a few
it's the
steps away
first
from
castle that I'm like, it's even better during the winter.
Yes.
It looks even prettier because of the trees and everything.
Because it's white, that why it fits
Yeah.
in the winter.
Hohenschwangau Castle. King Ludwig II of Bavaria built this palace
Wow,
out of
look
his
at the
personal
design on the window. It's like the kind of reddish design. It's
funds
nice.
in honor of Richard Wagner, and today it is state-owned.
Ah, see,
It really is a
state-owned.
breathtaking sight, with a mesmerizing
we want
architecture
all of them to be
that also
state-owned.
inspired the castle in the Disney movie Sleeping Beauty. Since it is a very popular attraction, their rules for guided tours and photos are pretty strict, but there are a few special platforms, from where you can take that picture-perfect photo. This video is just a quick guide, meant to show you 15 of the most beautiful castles you can visit in Germany. It can definitely get overwhelming, but depending on what you're
Wow, and only 15. I mean, 15. You said that as if there's 100 or something. I don't know how many they have, but I have never seen a castle in real life. All we have in Canada is like churches and cathedral, which are nice, but castle, like in the video, I have never seen this. We don't have it in Thailand. We don't have it in Canada. In the whole North America, I've never seen it, and it's an European thing with all of your history, and I have never seen this. I want to see it.
Yeah, and it's look really cool with the nature around it, you know, like especially you can see the season change and it's make the building like give you different feeling. It's really nice.
Yeah, amazing video. Thank you for the amazing suggestion. If there's more video like this about Germany that we should react to, let us know in the comment below. Yes! And see you very soon.